Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across our beloved empire, thank you yet again for coming aboard the biggest and deadliest Star Destroyer this galaxy's ever seen. Oh, Garrett, look at you. Actually ahead of schedule, bringing down the screen. You know what? We're finally going to talk about it. I've been getting non-stop questions about this. We talked about it here and there when it first happened during a live stream last week, but we were so busy. Bo-Katan, as well as Conquest Hard Mode, it probably got muddied up in there, and a lot of you guys may not have seen my thoughts about it. There's a reason why I didn't make a video about it, but let's just talk about what was the main topic in Galaxy Heroes last week. Was it really Bo-Katan? It seemed like our Conquest Hard Mode. The new Darth Maul incoming? Galactic Legends Darth Maul? Question mark. A lot of speculation going on out there. And usually, if I think it's going to be something legitimate, I'll make a video about it. However, the reason why we didn't really make a video about it, because I don't feel like this is actually going to mean much. Let's tell you what I think about this. You may have seen it. Lots of app icons floating around out there. Darth Maul, but there's also a picture of Grand Master Yoda, which kind of throws this into its first problem that I have. But you might see a couple of different app icons out there. It first appeared inside of the SWGoH event's data mine, and people started to see it inside of the app stores out there. And the first reactions, we're gonna get a new Darth Maul. And let me just say, I really want a new Darth Maul in Galaxy Heroes at some point. I don't know if this is the indication. I actually don't. I think in general, it is not the indication a new Darth Maul is gonna be happening in the next 1 to 2 months here. So I do want it to happen. I do understand the excitement. It was literally all of Reddit last week. But really, this guy got it right. The Cougar Ace, yeah, it's not Galactic Legends Darth Maul. It's Galactic Legends Darth Kong. Get it right, people. Love this one. But I understand the hype around a new app icon. Sometimes the app icon does mean that does kind of give us a hint in terms of what is coming. Here's an example right here. You may have recalled this. When I saw this early on in the app icon store, this was a good indication that we were about to get Mandalorian characters and content in Galaxy Heroes, and we very well did. Not too long after this app icon sprung up in the Google Play Store, a little bit early, we started getting Mandalorian characters. So I understand why some people might be looking into this app icon in regards to Darth Maul a little bit more closely, because we do have previous history showcasing app icons could be a teaser for what is to come. However, first problem I have with this, yes, we got Darth Maul in the app icon. However, there's 2 app icons floating around out there, and one of them involves Grand Master Yoda. And now the next question came out of this, are we going to get a Galactic Legends Yoda and Darth Maul? I think we've gotten all the variations of Yoda. Now, there might be a process where you could take a legendary and take it to a Galactic Legend status. We're not going to go into that crazy amount of speculation right now. That requires a lot of tinfoil. However, with the Grandmaster Yoda, I feel like we have all the variations of him except the one that's in High Republic. So this is problem number 1. And again, one reason why I don't want to make this video, because I feel like I'm making a video out of nothing, but it's the main topic of last week, so I need to talk about it. And let's go through all the other app icons throughout history. Now, I have to correct myself. During one of my live streams, I said, well, we've seen Yoda and Maul in the app icons before. That was actually a little bit incorrect. The Imperial Tactical Scanners had a little bit of faulty data. It was actually Yoda and Darth Vader that shared an app icon at some point in the past. However, we have seen Darth Maul show up in the past, and I think this is going to really blow a hole in our Darth Maul speculation that the community's been throwing around lately. Again, we've seen Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Galactic Legends Rey. That was something we had inside the game, and then we also had Commander Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. Here's another one with Rey and Kylo right over here. At one point, we had a brief period where there was young Han Solo and veteran smuggler Chewbacca. Doesn't look as good in here as it does inside the game. And here's the big one right here. At one point, we had a Kenobi and Darth Maul icon many, many moons ago. Nothing panned out. So that's another big thing. Maul he's not showing up for the first time with this app icon right here. So this is problem number 1 that we have right here. However, let's do one more thing on why I think this isn't really going to pan out to be much. And then we're going to talk about what it can be. And this is probably going to be a little bit more reasonable speculation. Again, I don't think there's really much to work off right now, which is why I'm not getting too excited about it, because I don't see... When I see the tea leaves and I'm reading them, usually more or less we're right. Bo-Katan, we kind of read the tea leaves. We saw it happening. Dark Trooper, we read the tea leaves. It came not too long after. We predicted Moff Gideon, Mandalorian. There are certain key indicators that lead to reasonable speculation, but we don't have any reasonable speculation to really run off here. I want to take this app icon and compare it to here. This is the app icon that you might be seeing inside the Google Play Store. This is Darth Maul inside of the Clone Wars And I think right away, just looking at the art, you're going to see a night and day difference going on here. Firstly, take a look at the horns. The horns look a little bit younger here. They look a little bit smoother, shorter, it looks a little bit wider. However, when you take a look at Darth Maul inside of Season 7 of the Clone Wars, or just in the Clone Wars in general, you see firstly, they are longer, especially note the side horns right here. A little bit longer, and they kind of point upwards right here. However, over here, we don't have longer horns, and they don't point upwards. And these over here look a little bit more yellow. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Again, a Maul could happen some point down the road. I don't think this is the reasonable speculation to lead off of. This right here looks like the Darth Maul that we already have in game. The episode 1 Darth Maul here. And you also can kind of know he has the same Sith robes inside of this episode 1 variant as we see right here inside of the Google Play icon. This doesn't look like the armored plated V-neck Darth Maul that we have right here. So I do not think, for these variety of reasons, and probably even more, that this means we're going to be getting Galactic Legends Maul or a new Darth Maul. I would love to see a Crime Lord Syndicate Darth Maul. I don't think this is the answer we are looking for here, Chief. However, what can it be? This might be indication of a generality in terms of what we might be going into. We might be going back into prequel content, perhaps, or maybe seeing this Yoda and Darth Maul icon. It could just mean we're going into like a regular season inside of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Let's take a look, because we do have some other big indications that there are some big stuff happening around the corner. I think right now we're still inside of Mandalorian characters. As we talked about Bo-Katan, 6 characters have been pulled out of the data mine in SWGoH event. 6 brand new characters. And this kind of leads to, all right, is this all going to be for Mandalorian characters down the road? There could very well possibly be a couple of these characters could be needed for an upcoming Mandalorian Legendary, or some speculation out there is Galactic Legends Mandalorian characters. 6 characters in the next 1 to 2 months is a lot. However, there's also the thought that we might be slowly transitioning into the next era that Galaxy Heroes might want to dribble its hands at a little bit, and we could very well be going back to the Clone Wars or to the prequels, not because of the app icons, but because of what is going on in the next 2 months here in the Star Wars universe. Well, we are going to be getting the Bad Batch TV show on May 4th, 2021. May the 4th, a very blessed holiday in the Star Wars community. So we might be getting Bad Batch characters down the road. That makes a little bit of logical sense, at least when you're reading where Star Wars in general, as a community in its entirety, not just Galaxy Heroes, where they're heading right now, because 6 characters is a lot to add inside of Galaxy Heroes. And I mean, of course, we could probably find 6 more characters, like, for example, Boba Fett, Fennec Shan. We can kind of maybe get the Sheriff inside of the first episode in Season 2. So we can find characters. I don't think there's really 6 more characters to milk out of Mandalorian, but I could be proven wrong. There very well could be a chance 2 of these might be forwarding up the rest of the Mandalorian characters, and we might be getting some Bad Batch characters sometime around the corner. But again, even that is some pretty extreme speculation, because again, there aren't a lot of tea leaves to be reading right now, but there's definitely a lot of hype in regards to the Bad Batch. Seemed to be pretty popular when Season 7 of the Clone Wars came out, and that's one more thing to point out here. We didn't get any sort of Season 7 Star Wars Clone Wars stuff. Absolutely zilch. Nada. Maybe they're panning it out to later on this year, and they'll bring in the Bad Batch since they're getting their own dedicated TV show. And we already saw our first peek last year, so they had plenty of time to work on character kits, animations, bring them into the game at some point, and they could be some of those marquee characters that we saw here. And the best part about it, it's an exact team of 5, which is a perfect number for Galaxy of Heroes. So again, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news out there. I understand app icons sometimes do have a history of meaning something in Galaxy Heroes. This is probably one of the perfect recent examples that we still have in the game. We have the Mandalorian app icon. We're playing around with Mandalorian characters. However, this app icon right here, I feel like is being a little too overanalyzed out there. And especially when you compare it to the different variant of Maul that we saw in the Clone Wars and Season 7, they just do not look like the same exact Darth Maul. Again, I hope I'm wrong. If there's a new Darth Maul, I'm going to be first in line as one of the most excited people out there. But you got to kind of pick your battles on what you think might be reasonable speculation and what might just be we're overlooking it and we just might be going into a regular season of Star Wars content. Whatever the case might be, I am curious to see what is going to be the next era that we dive into Galaxy of Heroes together. And no matter what it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. And if you are looking forward to it, hit that like button, comment down below on all your beautiful thoughts, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And you guys know the drill. I'll see all you lovely ladies and gentlemen in the next video. Gary, hit out that outro. Boom! Gary, did we forget to say it? Did we forget to say it? Did we forget to say it? I don't remember if I said it, but I got to make sure. And always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today. This is going to be really awkward, Gary, if I somehow forgot to say that. Jeez. See you guys later.